At the 2014 IADC Well Control Europe Conference, Steve Kropla, the Vice President of Offshore, talked about the recent joint efforts between IADC and IOGP for well control. Steve, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Joanne.
So tell us a little bit more about the efforts for human factors. What is IOGP and IADC developing?
OGP, which is now known as IOGP, they just rebranded recently, has been for the last few years working with a group called the Wells Expert Committee. It has four basic subcommittees. One of those is the Human Factors Task Force. The Human Factors Task Force, which I'm currently chairing at the moment, first set about to make some enhancements to existing and traditional well control technical training, which was published in OGP 476. Since then, we've moved on to what we hope will be a sort of a step change or an entirely new approach to training well control, which deals with actually non-technical skills, or some people refer to it as crew resource management. Crew resource management was largely developed in the field of aviation, where it was actually originally known as cockpit resource management. Since then, it's been adopted, or the principles of crew resource management have been adopted by a number of other industries, and these are primarily technical industries, such as medical, marine, rail, and other transportation. And they've shown some very significant improvement in performance and safety. And we hope that introducing non-technical skills into the technical well control training will have the same type of results eventually.
And I understand IOGP is in the process of developing its 503 report regarding behavioral markers. Can you explain what those are?
Well, behavioral markers are going to be the actual types of behavior that someone who is charged with assessing or providing feedback to others can use to really examine the effectiveness of the type of crew resource management skills or non-technical skills that's taking place in the oil field. Again, the non-technical skills we're talking about are essentially situational awareness, communication, decision-making and problem-solving, teamwork, and managing stress and fatigue. These are the types of things that crew resource management courses deal with. 501 was the IOGP document that set aside the basic curriculum for crew resource management training. 502 provided a little more practical guidance for how a course should be structured. And 503 is actually going to focus on the specific behaviors that people can use to assess and to provide feedback on the use of those non-technical skills in the workplace.
Furthermore, you discussed a JIP regarding BOP Reliability and Performance Information Database, or also known as RAPID. Tell us a little bit more about this effort and how are you working, or how is IADC working with the industry?
Well, Joanne, BOP Rapid is a joint industry project that is being sponsored by both IOGP and IADC. It's been under development for the last several months. It's not actually in operation yet, but once it is in operation, the objective will be to collect BOP performance data that can be used to predict and hopefully at some point improve performance of subsea BOP systems.
Well, Steve, thanks so much for your time today. And thank you for joining us on drillingcontractor.org.